so far.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Now here is Barbosa after the miss from Crawford. And that's good. Leandro Barbosa for 3. We've got 28 seconds left in the first. Paul dishes to Jordan. Let's go. Crawford's shot is good. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Barbosa from past the arc. And the rebound goes to Griffin. 2 on the clock. Can't get it to go.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 7. Let's take a quick break now. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretch.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line if I have a dribble, if I...
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3, and it's Barbosa in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Golden State. The shot's good from Paul. Warriors trail by 7. Now here is Barbosa. This one for 3. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch off. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Rivers checked in. Crawford, no one around him. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He made no...